What's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. Matt is an happy man today because first of all, we are testing again the Subaru Ascent. You probably saw the complete video that we did. If not, go see in the card before you watch this one and come back to here later because you're gonna know everything about the Ascent. And today is the perfect temperature to do a full test, a full review about what we like and we dislike about this Ascent, but also to test its all-wheel drive capability, the X mode. You ask for it, guys, you will get it. But please note today, this is Canadian winter. This is Québec's weather. C'est la météo de Québec, sacre bleu. Vous allez voir, you're gonna see it's really impressive, the kind of mix that we have. Under, you've got black ice right there in the middle. You've got some hard packed snow. On top of it, the fluffy snow. So it's gonna make a real challenge for this Subaru Ascent. I know the diagonal test, we don't get tarmac. We've got full of snow and I won't get my shovel in that. I won't try to remove it because there is just too much snow. Hell, we're doing some snowmobiles right now just outside my street and we've got enough snow for that. So still, it's gonna be a great challenge for that vehicle today. So we're gonna talk about the plus and minus points. So let's start with the minus point right now. I talked to you about in my full review and it's gonna be the same thing today with the week that I tested this vehicle. The brakes, over time, if you abuse them, you're gonna feel some fatigue, you're gonna feel the heat getting in those, and this vehicle can tow up to 5,000 pounds. So imagine a big boat in the rear. Guys, electric brake mandatory on your trailer, and you need to have a brake controller right here in front to make sure that you will be able to stop and preserve the life of your brakes. If you're gonna go on vacation and you bring the trailer in the back, well, don't forget to do a tune-up and make sure you check them. And Subaru never changed for that. I had my 2.5 RS back in the days, had my wagon, and the same thing, the brakes are always to check right there in the front. Also, it's gonna be heavy fuel consumption if you're gonna tow. Yeah, because it's got a 4-cylinder turbo and turbo engine. When they're towing, well, gas efficiency just went down a little bit. And today we pushed the vehicle to its limit a lot of times. So when we did the video in the summer, it was kind of okay. A lot of highway 8-9 liter, not a big fuel consumption. But right now, wow, it's going way up really fast with that winter condition, heavy cold, winter tires. So expect 11, 12, maybe 13 if you like to push it a lot. And if you're completely crazy like us, well, guess what? You're gonna go over that. But still, you only need to use regular fuel, no premium. So that's kind of okay with the fuel price that we have right now in Quebec. It's going down. How about you guys? So the next point, heat inside the cabin. We encountered a lot of different weather this week and minus 25 degrees Celsius. So it was really cold outside and I was droning and feeling cold, feeling hot, feeling cold, feeling hot. And I always keep adjusting the temperature right here. I don't know if you got the same problem with your Ascent in those extreme temperature, but they need to do something and they need to check it out. So it was kind of really annoying in some kind of way. And the final point, and we had to work hard to find bad negative points with the Subaru Ascent because it's really an awesome machine. So the look with the brown color, oh, not my favorite. And the look, I kind of find it average. It's generic Subaru. I think other colors are looking much better, but you know, taste is always all about yourself. You like it or you don't like it, but it's still a generic look. They should have tried to do something a little bit more aggressive. So negative points set aside, let's talk about the plus points. And one of the most interesting one is the all-wheel drive of Subaru. Did you watch the video that we did about why we love the Subaru all-wheel drive system? Go check that out. We have the same observation today in a complete mix of temperature, which is incredible because it really happened today when we got the camera out, and to see how it reacted with this all-wheel drive, which is constant, which won't disconnect, which won't overheat. And we asked this machine so much today and it was there, it held up. And believe me guys, this is one strong all-wheel drive system. You've got so many competitors that just gave up after 30 seconds of just trying to go on the hill, even in snow. And they just gave up with some warning sign. They just gave up because they are not predictable. They change their constant behavior. But with a Subaru, It's constant, it's always there. And take notes, this is a 60/40 all-wheel drive system. It's not a 50/50. But with the X mode, which is another positive point, you will get the traction control system that will help to put the traction where it's needed. It's also 25% more pressure from the transmission to give you instant power where you need it. Yes, you got X mode 2.0 in the new Forester, but if you want to simulate it with your Ascent, just turn traction control off and it will be similar to what you're gonna find in the Forester. But sometimes I like the momentum with traction control off and X mode on, but sometimes I like slower and get the maximum traction with traction control turned on. So still, it's an awesome off-road machine. It can go far, it can go up, it can climb, but it's also really predictable in this kind of weather, and it's a well-balanced machine, and that's what I like from this 7-passenger. There is so much space inside, there is so much weight also. It's not a performance car, it's not an all-wheel drive sedan, which is kind of low. You've got that big mass that you can throw around, and you look, you point, you go. And that's what I like with the Ascent all-wheel drive, and it's a well-balanced machine. You've got an awesome multimedia system, which is kind of easy to use, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and look at the space in that machine. Incredible if you want to bring your family along. So there you go, guys. I hope you like the positive and negative points of that Subaru Ascent tested in real Quebecois weather. You know, the French charming Canadian always like to show you the real thing. What do you think about that? Comment section down there below. Subscribe to the channel, also press on the bell. Do a thumbs up because you like it, and don't forget about our Facebook page. We're trying more and more to work it. Still, if you got any idea, guys, feel free to write to me. Au revoir et à la prochaine on another video of Car Questions.